Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Star Trek Online. Let's go ahead and continue on. So we are doing the mission Second Wave. Join the powers of the Alpha Quadrant at DS9 to plan a defense against the Borg. What will you do when an unexpected guest arrives? Well, let's go ahead and hail Commander Messi Ashebe? Or Akebe? I don't know. Whatever.
By now, you've faced the Borg. The Collective is appearing with more frequency in the Alpha Quadrant now, and Defera is facing repeated attacks. We've been able to push them back so far, but we can't do it forever. Not without help. Starfleet has convinced representatives from the Klingon Empire, the Cardassians, and the Deferi to meet on Deep Space Nine. We want you to be there as well.
Okay, well, if you want me to be there, I'll be there. Let's go ahead and accept. Damn dialogue thing is jittering all over the place. Don't smack into the sun, you idiots. Okay, let's go and discard some items real quick while I have the opportunity. Can't use that. I'm fairly certain I missed something that I wanted to get rid of. There we go. Get rid of those. Clears up a little bit of space. Let's get rid of some of these extra small hypos. Because I don't think I need all of them. In fact, let's just get rid of all of them. Okay, almost to DS9. You're gonna try and smack into the planet again. I'm not gonna, or the sun. I'm not gonna let you do that. We're still gonna end up doing it though, because they didn't. Apparently, the sun is slightly bigger, or like the box around it is slightly bigger than the actual sun itself. Oh well, whatever. Let's go ahead and begin Second Wave. Okay, yeah, so game crashed on me. Thanks, Cryptic. I'm not sure why it likes to do that every so often, but it does. It's kind of annoying. Especially since it didn't crash on me the last time I played, and I think the time before that as well. But nonetheless, welcome to Deep Space Nine. I know you're here for the conference, but Commander Andrews would like to see you in Ops as soon as you have time. Enjoy your stay, sir. Okay, guess we're gonna go down to Ops. Turbo lift to operations. Game, please do not crash on me again in the future. It is very annoying when you do that, to be honest with you. So, talk to Commander Andrews in operations.
Welcome to DS9. I'm Commander Karen Andrews, Captain Carlin's first officer. He asked me to inform you that he's been delayed dealing with an incident in Cargo Bay 3.
What kind of incident? Unfortunately, we won't be able to begin the conference until Captain Carlin is available. I wonder, would you be willing to track down the other attendees and inform them of the delay? I can send a junior officer, but I thought this way you'd get a chance to meet the delegates before formal talks begin. Every little bit of connection or information helps in a diplomatic situation. Okay, I guess I can talk to him. Let's return to the promenade, I guess. Guess I gotta go to the promenade first. Okay, go over here. Looks as though one of the delegates or diplomats or whatever is over here. Ambassador Rugen Skeel. Probably mispronounced your name.
I'm looking forward to the conference and what your government has to say about the Borg. While I agree the Borg are indeed a threat, I'm not entirely clear as to what you expect the Ditapa Council to do about it.
Well now, one of the simplest things you could do is provide ships, troops, whatever you have. If you don't want to provide ships or troops, provide some resources. There's like a million ways you could help. And apparently you don't see any of them. And, well, there's not literally a million ways, but there's a couple of ways you can help, and apparently you don't see any of them. Though to me, they kind of stand out as reasonable options.
If you will remember, we dismantled our military after the Dominion War, and only maintain a small force for planetary defense. Those ships you may have seen were stolen from my government by the True Way. Regrettably, Starfleet has yet to put a stop to their campaign of terror.
I'm really not liking you. To be honest with you, Rugen Skeel, or however the hell you pronounce your name, I'm not liking you. You seem to just straight up hate Starfleet because it's Starfleet. And probably also because you guys lost. I'm thinking was the case in the Dominion War. That's what I'm thinking. Either way, Captain Kurlan has been unavoidably detained. We will delay the start of the conference until he is ready.
Being here on Deep Space Nine reminds me of my mentor, Gul Mavek, who was stationed here during the Dominion occupation. During his time here, he came across a peculiar drink, Bajoran distilled Kanar. Apparently, during the Cardassian occupation, the soldiers wanted their favorite libation, but there was not enough Kanar in the shipments from home. So these resourceful young officers conscripted a group of Bajorans, mostly from the religious houses, to distill Kanar for them.
Okay, not sure what your point of telling me this is, unless you're telling me you want me to get you some of that.
The Kanar from Bajor has a different color and flavor from the best Cardassian vintages because of the local ingredients used in its distillation. Nevertheless, many of the officers who drank it developed quite a taste for this Bajoran pleasure. It is impossible to find a similar vintage on Cardassia Prime, and I want to present a bottle to my mentor and friend, Gul Mavek, upon my return to the homeworld. It would mean so much to him, and I would be most grateful to anyone who could assist me in this small task.
First things first, do I look like a bartender to you? But I'll see if I can find any. Rugen Skeel, the Cardassian representative to the Borg, talks at DS9 wants a bottle of Bajoran distilled Kanar. The vintage is rare and not normally available in stores. You may need to speak to multiple people on DS9 to find it. I'll do it, damn it. I want to enjoy it, but I'll do it. Okay, over here, I guess. Let's go ahead and sprint. Nope, not you. Not you. Gotta go into Quark's bar. Okay, who do I talk to? You're not gonna tell me who to talk to, are you, game? Find a rare vintage. Purchase the Kanar from Hadron, whoever the hell Hadron is. The bartender at Quark's. Okay, and there you go.
Need something, friend?
Do you carry Bajoran distilled Kanar?
Opportunity plus instinct equals profit.
Whatever. You've come to the right place, friend. The owner of this establishment has a long-standing rule about Kanar. We keep a case of every vintage available just in case the Cardassians try to take over. Again. These days, even most of our Cardassian visitors are drinking root beer and trying to fit in with the Federation types, so all of that Kanar just gathers dust in my storeroom. Okay. Bajoran distilled Kanar, though? That's rare and expensive. Most Bajoran Kanar distilling was done during the occupation. After the Cardassians left, the Bajorans wanted to erase that particular bit of history, so almost all of the distilleries were shut down. I happen to have a lovely 60-year-old bottle of Bajoran distilled Kanar that survived a couple of wars. I'd be willing to part with it, if you're willing to owe me a favor. I'll take it. Thank you for your help. I'm hoping I never have to actually, do your thing for you. Okay, so I go back to the guy. Yep, leave. Okay. Mister, I'm not going to be... Okay, let's try this again, because the game decided to crash. It's kind of annoying. Actually, the game didn't crash. It just locked up on me. And it gave me no reason as to what happened. Personally, Star Trek Online, you're starting to be annoying. You didn't crash me the last time, and I think the time before that. But then, before that, I had just constant crashing. And now you appear to want to get in on that again. It's really annoying. Especially since I don't get any errors or anything that tells me what could potentially be the problem so that I can try to fix it. Either way, let's talk to Ambassador Rugen Skeel, or however you pronounce his name.
I'm looking forward to the conference, and
whatever.
If you will remember, we
I don't
dismantled
care.
our military after the Dominion War, and only maintain a small force for planetary defense. Those ships you may have seen were stolen from my government by the true way. Regrettably, Starfleet has yet to put a stop to their campaign of terror.
Cryptic, why'd you bother having it set up to where he says that same stuff again? There's no need for him to. Either way, I was able to find the Kanar you wanted. Please accept it as my gift, though I'd rather, honestly, go with the third option, but even though I don't like you, I want to try to get on your good side for this one scenario.
Oh, wonderful! Gul Mavek will be so pleased with this gift. Thank you for your assistance. If at some point I can assist you in return, all you need to do is ask.
Well, there's a few things you can do for me. One, don't be such an asshole to me. Not a big fan of your personality towards me, and I'm assuming probably Starfleet as a whole. So what if you lost the war, damn it? It's not gonna do you any good to constantly complain about it. Okay, let's see, who else to talk to? Need to go and talk. Somebody was apparently in Quark's bar. Okay, back into Quark's bar.
What's the harm in a little friendly wager?
Ambassador Surah.
Greetings. My name is Surah, and I speak for the Deferi. Until recently, my people isolated ourselves from the rest of the galaxy in an attempt to remain neutral. We seek balance in all things, and therefore choose not to take sides in conflicts that do not concern us. The Borg, however, threaten everyone. My own world has been scarred by the Collective. I look forward to hearing your thoughts about how we can deal with the Borg when the conference convenes.
Well, Captain Curlin has a situation he must deal with immediately. I'm sorry to tell you that the start of the conference has been delayed.
I understand. I must find something to do with my free time. I had been hoping to spend some time in one of the holosuites here. Several people have recommended them, and there is an historical holoprogram, the Matara Nebula, that I have been eager to play. Could you help me gain access to a holosuite? An hour or two would be more than sufficient.
Let me see what I can do. There should be a way to get a reservation for you. Okay. So, talk to Hadron. Okay, Hadron.
Need something, friend?
I need to reserve a holosuite for the Defari ambassador.
Opportunity plus instinct equals profit.
Whatever you say. No can do, the holosuites are booked solid for the next week. If you hadn't noticed, this place is busy, adding all of the ambassadors, diplomats, admirals, and such here for the Borg thing. I almost have more business than I can handle. Hey, maybe it's time to expand. That old tailor shop has been empty for years. The only way you're going to get a reservation for today is if you travel back in time and make one 3 months ago. I don't advise that, though. Doesn't the Federation have some sort of temporal prime directive? What if I find someone willing to give up the reservation?
A Ferengi without profit? It's no Ferengi at all!
Whatever you say. I guess that could work, but I don't want any violence, and don't cause trouble. I run a respectable establishment here, and I don't need any problems with Kurland or my customers. Okay. Bar patron. Look. Did you know this place sells the real deal? You can get synthahol if you want, but this stuff is great. Okay? Hey, you're just my type. Doing anything later? Yes. Many things. Do you have a reservation in the holosuites for today? Aggressive, aren't you? That's good. I like that. And I do have a holosuite reserved. I'd already chosen a program, but I'm sure we can change it to something that's more fun for two. Would you like to get a drink or dinner beforehand, or should I just meet you there? I'd like to acquire your reservation, but I don't want to share. Oh, that's a shame. I thought we really had something. Trust me, we didn't. The reservation isn't for sale. However, if you change your mind, I might consider letting you join me. Then again, maybe not. You Starfleet types aren't much fun. Okay. Let's talk to the Vulcan, I think. Maybe Romulan. Go away, I don't want any company, especially yours. Do you have a holosuite reservation for today? Who wants to know? I need a reservation. Interested in selling yours? No. Why are you still here? Go away. Fine. I'll talk to the other Vulcan or Romulan. I think Vulcan. Hey there, may I interest you in some self-sealing stem bolts? Do you have a reservation in the holosuites? I do! I'm going to use the holosuite to help demonstrate all the wonders of quality self-sealing stem bolts to a very important potential customer. Between you and me, these things are harder to move than you might think. I need your reservation. Interested in making a deal? I need to sell my entire inventory or my profits this month will be way off projections. That's why I reserved the holosuite. I need to make a great impression on this new customer. But if he bought all of my stem bolts, then I could cancel my meeting and catch the next shuttle out of here. Do we have a deal? I don't need that many stem bolts, but I might be able to arrange a buyer for you. Deal. I'll be here until my meeting starts. If you find a buyer for my self-sealing stem bolts before then, I'll give you my holosuite reservation. Thanks. Okay, who'd be interested in buying, though? That's the question. And game, don't you dare think of locking up on me again. It's really aggravating. Okay, we got a potential buyer in the cargo bay, or whatever it's supposed to be. I want to call it the cargo bay, but honestly, I don't know if it is the cargo bay, because it's where you select your ships and whatnot. Potential buyer. Is there a potential buyer over here? It seems that there should be. Over here, it looks like. Captain Vakel Shawn.
You kept your head in that tricky situation in the Iconia system. Good to have people like you on our side.
Thanks. You interested in buying some self-sealing stem bolts?
And I'm glad there's someone else here who's faced the Borg in battle. We have a perspective the rest of these full-time diplomats don't.
Okay, first things first. Do you need a large quantity of self-sealing stem bolts?
How many do you have? My chief engineer has been looking for stem bolts for weeks. He wants to do some upgrades to the Belfast, and the Defiant class has always been a little touchy. Sometimes it's best to use what works, even if the technology's a little out of date.
Okay.
We've made inquiries with several traders, but everyone we talked to dumped their inventories after the speculation bubble burst. Some Ferengi out there made a small fortune a few months ago cornering the stem bolt market, but now that supply is gone. I was hoping to find some here, but so far I haven't had the chance. If you know of a source, my crew could make the upgrades we need without having to find an industrial replicator.
Well, lucky for you, my good friend, I've got somebody. Also, let's talk to you again.
You kept your head in that tricky situation and I'm
Whatever.
glad there's someone else here who's faced the Borg in battle. We have a perspective the rest of these full-time diplomats don't.
Captain Carlin is dealing with a problem in the cargo bays. The start of the conference will be delayed.
I hope the problem's not too serious. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to get some assistance from DS9 to deal with some issues on my ship. We've been on deep space patrols for more than a month, and this is the first chance we've had to get back to a real starbase. My ship needs repairs, and I'm running out of spit and wishes to hold her together.
Well, my crew's at your disposal for any assistance you need.
I appreciate the offer. My crew could really use a few extra hands to get the work done. But if you need your officers to do something else, I understand. I'll talk to Commander Andrews to see if she has anyone who can help.
Yeah, I'll help you install your new ship components. Or, I would love to, but the game won't let me, it seems. Now the game will let me. I'll also review your sensor logs. There you go, and I'll police your crew on leave. In fact, I'll do your job for you. Come back in 5 minutes. Let's head back over to Quark's bar. And let her know that we have gotten her a buyer for the self-sealing stem bolts. And why'd you roll? There was no need to roll. Damn character rolling when he feels like it.
This could be your day.
No, it won't be. Trust me, I know. Hello, Czar. Did you find a buyer for my stem bolts? Yes, a ship captain wants to acquire your entire stock. That's fantastic news. Did we actually tell him how much he had? Because I get the feeling we're just saying he wants to buy it all, but in reality, he probably doesn't really need to buy it all. I have the stem bolts sent to... I probably should say I'll have the stem bolts sent to his ship immediately. If I catch the next shuttle, I'll be home in time for my daughter's birthday. Also, Hadron, that my Holosuites reservation is yours. Thanks again. Okay, Hadron. Heh. See? Somebody was willing to do it, and I didn't even have to beat the crap out of him for it.
Greetings. My name is Sarah.
I know.
And I
Goodbye.
speak for the Deferi.
Oh, do I have to talk to Hadron first?
My people isolated ourselves from the rest of the galaxy.
Do you need to talk
in an
to Hadron
attempt
first?
To remain
Need something, friend?
Zara is willing to give me a Holosuite reservation.
A wise man can hear profit in the wind.
I'm sure they can. Great, now we just need to take care of that reservation transfer fee. What reservation transfer fee?
Opportunity plus instinct equals profit.
There's a minor fee associated with transferring a Holosuite reservation. It's nothing, really, just enough to cover administrative costs. Let's see, that'll be a 10,000 gold press latinium. Please, payable immediately. What? That's outrageous! Do I actually have 10,000? I don't think I have 10,000, game. I think you're smoking crack. I actually do have 10,000, but that's outrageous!
The riskier the road, the greater the profit.
Look, I'll cut you a deal, but don't tell anyone. I don't need word of this getting around. I'll take 2,000 gold press latinium. I'm losing money, but I'll do it for you. Are you insane?
A Ferengi without profit, it's no Ferengi at all.
Fine, 100 gold press latinium, but that's my final offer. Okay, that sounds reasonable. Here you go. Thank you for your patronage, and remember to come to Quark's anytime you're at DS9. Which, I'm usually not at DS9, so not gonna happen. Ambassador Sarah?
Greetings. My name is Sarah, and I
Thank you.
speak for the
I was able to get a reservation
Until
for the
recently,
holosuite for you.
my
Please
people
enjoy
isolate
yourself.
us. Wonderful. Most of the holotechnology on Defera is used for training or utilitarian purposes, so I don't have many chances to use a holosuite for entertainment. Thank you for your assistance. I hope you didn't go through too much trouble on my account.
Entertainment, wink wink, nudge nudge. If you know what he means. There you go. Okay, let's go ahead and head back to the Admiral. Or whatever he is. Captain? Admiral? Eh. Whatever your rank is, let's go back to... I think it's Captain. No, it's not. Eh. Whatever he is. We're gonna go back down to the... What is he? Antarian or whatever they're called, something like that. Fairly certain it starts with an A. Oh, he's a captain, okay. You're a lower rank than me. Why do you talk as though you're a similar rank or hell even higher rank than me? Okay, a couple seconds. Let's just go ahead and walk around for a little bit. Aha, something over here. Thank you. Let's also go and talk to this guy to make sure our ship doesn't need any repairs. Nope, no repairs are needed. Good for us. These are almost done.
Thanks for your help. My ship is running like new again. You have an excellent crew.
You're right. I do have an excellent crew. And you can't have them, no matter what happens. There you go. Done with you. Let's go to the multi-purpose room. And also, while we're on our way over there, let's go ahead and slap some people into jobs here. I'm not quite sure where we have to go. Other side of the station completely, so we'll just go left. And while we run over there, we shall continue to give people jobs here. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I can give here. So I'll go to science. I think I ran past it. I did indeed run past it. Okay, it's right here. Medical. Just to make sure that we have everybody before we talk to this other person. That way these people are at least doing something. There we go. Now we can head on down. Did somebody just finish their job? No. Okay. For a second there, I thought someone did. Okay, who do we need to talk to? Stas. Okay, we'll talk to Stas a little later. First things first, let's get this gas that the auctioneer is just standing on and apparently doesn't give a crap about. I mean, I don't know if that's good for you or not. I imagine it's probably not. Okay, Stas, let's talk.
I was informed you would be here. Have you come with another friendly reminder from Commander Andrews? Feel free to report back to her and let her know that I haven't eaten the furniture or scared away the Dabo players. Not yet, anyway.
Okay, Stas. Well, Commander Andrews wanted you to know that the start of the conference has been delayed.
That is troubling. My ship is waiting to return to Kronos as soon as these talks are completed. I have no wish to linger here any longer than is necessary.
Okay, thanks for the info.
Sorry to trouble you again, but Captain Curlin is wrapping up the problem in the cargo bay, and we will be able to begin the talks very soon. I've notified the other attendees, but our opening speaker isn't responding to hails. Could you please track him down for me? Admiral Zavglach Trem mentioned wanting someplace quiet. You might try the upper promenade or the temple.
I'll check the temple first. No particular reason for it, I'll just check the temple first. Oh, did they add in something new here? I think they did. At least it seems like something is new here. Whatever. Temples over here. It's kind of looking like I actually am going to the right place, because it's telling me he's over here. Okay, Admiral Zavglach Trem, or however you pronounce your name.
My apologies, both to you and Commander Andrews. It's not often that I get some time to myself these days. Captain Kurland offered me the use of his office, but I came here instead for some peace and quiet. Peace. It's in far too short of supply these days.
Okay.
I've been in Starfleet for a long time. I've seen more battles than I care to remember. But this one, there's no reasoning with the Borg. There's no chance for a non-violent solution. I only hope that we can unite before they come for us. No one is safe.
Okay, you are correct about that. Okay, take the turbo lift to the conference, which means take any of the four turbo lifts. And turbo lift to the conference room. Okay, discuss the Borg problem. Take a seat. And then go and sit close to the Admiral.
Welcome, everyone. I'm so pleased that you all agreed to join us here today. As many of you are all too aware, the Borg attacks are increasing. If they are left unchecked, Starfleet predicts that the entire Alpha Quadrant could fall within 3 years. We all must work together to push these invaders out of our space and protect our homes and families.
I do not agree. My empire will stand, with or without your assistance.
Good luck with that.
The Klingon Empire has never been stronger than it is right now. I dare the Borg to challenge us. Starfleet may cower in fear before a bunch of machines, but we do not.
I'm sure what the esteemed ambassador from the Klingon Empire meant to say is that he hopes we are all so crippled by our efforts to stop the Borg, we will be no match for a battle-hardened Klingon fleet. I do not want to be assimilated, but I don't want to be a servant to the Klingon Empire either.
The Deferi believe that all things must be in balance. We cannot counter the Borg threat if we ourselves are counter to one another. The Deferi do not wish to act against any of you. Therefore, should this meeting not reach a consensus, our best course of action is to not act at all.
Terrible plan.
Starfleet will do what it must to protect the Federation. However, if you want our assistance, you need to be willing to protect yourselves and contribute to this campaign. The Borg will be stronger if any of your civilizations are assimilated. Starfleet's hard at work developing new technology and tactics. We, at least, will be ready. And if we can't cooperate, I hope you don't suffer. And that we develop new weapons in time.
This is getting us nowhere. We came
The
together
hell are
in
you?
the spirit of cooperation. We need to find common ground.
Oh, maybe that's Curland. Oh, it is Curland.
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
Actually, yes, I do. Like 500 things. If the Klingons want to die, let them die. Rugen Skeel, you might as well help us. Ambassador Sarah, you think we shouldn't act because we can't come to a consensus. I hope your people get obliterated, and I'm with Captain Sean on this, along with, well, not so much you, Curland. You seem to really want to get us all to work together, but if they don't want to work with us, let them die. We'll see how much they regret it later. Let's see. Well, let's see. Captain Stas, or Ambassador Stas, the Klingon Empire would be foolish to ignore this fight.
Be careful. You are dangerously close to insulting the honor of the Klingon Empire.
Let's see what some of these options are. You talk about honor. Doesn't your honor require you to fight with all your strength against an enemy like the Borg? Will the Klingon Empire cower while the rest of us go to fight the Borg? Without your help, every civilization represented here could fall to the Borg. That would make the Borg even stronger. Strong enough to where you guys have no hope of beating them.
Starfleet won't survive without our assistance. It is good, then, that we see the merit in fighting at your side in this instance. It would not be honorable for us to reserve our strength while others go out to fight. That is a trick worthy of a Romulan.
That quick question, why aren't the Romulans even represented here? Did we just forget about them? I mean, I understand they became a separate faction later in the game, but it still seems kind of odd, in my opinion, to not have them represented here in some capacity. Even if they have no real say and they're just kind of here for show.
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
Ambassador Skeel. Cardassia will be weakened if your government does not participate in this accord.
Cardassia Prime is still rebuilding from the Dominion War. We have achieved a great deal in the past decades, but there is still much more to do. The continued threat of the true way makes progress difficult. It would be best if we reserve our limited resources. I will not weaken my world to defeat the Borg, only to become the victim of another power already here in the Alpha Quadrant.
Sadly, I cannot use diplomacy on you, Rugen Skeel. You are a lucky person. What about your family? What will happen to them if the Borg invade Cardassia Prime? And if you don't help us, why should we go to Cardassia Prime to help you when they invade?
I will protect my home until my last breath. My people do not need to be distracted by having to concern ourselves with all of you. Perhaps keeping ourselves separate is the best protection we could have.
Okay, so I can either end the mission here with a big ol' F-U pretty much to Skull, or I can say, fine, if you don't want to help us, why should we help you? And I'm inclined to say, if you won't help us, why should we help you?
You may think Cardassia is weak. You are wrong. We will not lose the advances we have fought and bled for, simply to become pawns of the powers of the Alpha Quadrant. Cardassians are not strangers to sacrifice, but we do not take any sacrifice lightly. And I see no need now to sacrifice for a cause that is not ours.
Then so be it, but once you guys get invaded, don't come crying to me for help, because I ain't helping.
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
Ambassador Sarah, balance can only be preserved with the help of the Defari.
Maintaining balance with all things must be our primary concern.
War is on your very doorstep and you waste time talking about balance? There are Borg attacks on Defari right now. Do you think you want to stop and discuss philosophy?
Balance comes in many forms. It may be our time to depart this universe and make way for others, as others have done before. If it is, so be it. We will protect what we can of our culture and knowledge for those who come after, as the Preservers did for us.
Give me back the damn holosuite if you haven't already used it. I'm sure I can get more use out of it than you. You can go back to your homeworld, and when it gets invaded, don't come crying to me for help.
Now, did you have something you wanted to add to this discussion?
Captain Sean, the Federation cannot afford to give the Borg a foothold in the Alpha Quadrant.
Starfleet will do everything we can to protect the Federation and its allies. However, there are too many drains on our resources and a limited number of ships and officers. It may be simply unfeasible for us to sign on to be the protector of the entire Alpha Quadrant. Besides, we need to consider the Prime Directive. There are limits to what we can do.
I thought mutual protection was one of the tenets of which the Federation was founded.
Under dire circumstances, Starfleet may be forced to pull back from protecting all life to a position where we can defend only the core worlds. I hope it doesn't come to that. If it does, however, the needs of the many must outweigh the needs of the few.
The Borg are a bigger threat than any of us can handle on our own. We need to work together.
Starfleet recognizes the Borg threaten all life in the Alpha Quadrant. We've lost too much already. We cannot lose anymore. Eventually, we'll all need to put our differences aside and unite in opposition to the Borg or anyone else who sows chaos and destruction. We'll put an end to this together.
But will we really? Because, well, we have gotten Stas on our side, which honestly, really, I think to a degree we're better off with just Starfleet and the Klingons. I don't think the Cardassians are going to do diddly squat, and the Defari seem like we're going to sit in the back and we're not going to do anything anymore. Because we're already going to lose. I think we might be... I mean, with just the Klingons, technically speaking, we may not be good enough, because as the Borg simulate people, they get stronger, and as they get stronger, we'll struggle more. But, with their help, with the help of the Klingons, we might be able to limit their assimilation. It's called nuke the planets from orbit. If it's about to be assimilated by the Borg, just blow it up.
Let's take a quick recess to cool off. And that's funny, I don't remember anyone being scheduled to fly through the wormhole today.
Well, if nobody was scheduled for it, chances are it shouldn't be open. Actually, I think it's always open, but nonetheless, no one should be flying through it. Hey, we got friends. Who are they? Dominion? True Way? I think this is a Dominion. I kind of like those ships. They look cool.
There's something coming out of the wormhole. Captain, it's a Dominion fleet. They're charging weapons. Red alert!
And even the screen there was jittering.
Jem'Hadar boarding the station. Get the delegates out of here.
We have to get out of here.
So we plan to do. Oof. Oh. Yeah, you get him, Stas.
It is time to leave.
Evac Protocol Alpha. Andrews, get everyone to shuttles. Prep the Defiant for launch. Blasting. The Jem'Hadar have cut off access to ops. Karen, you'll need to coordinate the evacuation. We'll get the delegates to the docking ring, and then I'll try to join you in ops.
But if they cut off access to ops, how exactly are you communicating with them? Or Do you mean just you can't get to Ops, or Ops can't get to us, or something? Oh well, whatever. Let's go ahead and leave the conference room. Rugen Skeel, what are you doing? Oh, got some weapons here. Yeah, you take it. No, come on, take out this guy. Curlin, help! He's just kind of standing there. Swap out a weapon as well. Pull up the Romulan disruptor that we haven't actually really used. We just kind of held on to. Somebody mind getting Mr. I'm stealthing everywhere off of me? Stas, I will generally advise against hopping in front of people when they're shooting phasers, or in this case, plasma, I think. Oh, disruptor, excuse me. And we got some Catcher So White off of him. Gotta go around the long way. Let's get a security escort to finish these guys off a little faster. One of these days, Cryptic is gonna set it to where these guys actually wear the same uniform as you. At least, you know, that'd be a wonderful thing to have occur. I mean, it doesn't really need to happen, but it just seems silly that they're wearing a different uniform. They're wearing, like, the default uniform, which is not what, well, I think they should be wearing. And it looks like we're gonna have to go up. However, we do that. Because, yeah. Okay, theory. One of these things should work. One of these turbo lifts. Or maybe not, I don't know. You're not helpful. How am I supposed to get through there? Maybe I have to go down here and clear out the area down here before they'll let me. Or I gotta get, oh, well, actually, yeah, probably gotta get him off. Probably gotta get him off here first, and then it'll let me take that down. Thanks, Curlin. Took you a little while to get down here. There's another guy over there. Why are they hiding behind the counter? Seems odd. Captain, we need you back on the ship. We're holding position here as long as you can, but the Jem'Hadar fleet is approaching the station. Well, we'll do that as soon as I get my items. Thank you very much. Okay, use the docking door to return to the ship. Okay. Curlin, you do your thing. I'm getting on my ship. Into a decent position, and why is my ship the only ship out here? Seems kind of odd. And let's go ahead and reverse shield polarity. Though I don't appear to be taking too many shots. So of course my shields aren't actually regenerating as quickly as I would have liked. Let's go ahead and grab this one. Go on, keep firing. Why'd you stop? This is actually a case where fire at will would be a somewhat nice ability. Because then they would just fire. Light phaser beam turrets aren't quite useful. Oh, we've apparently got some fighters out. So it's not just me. There's a hole in the Jem'Hadar front line of coordinating the shuttles to set a course and make their escape, but we need to protect them. And we will. Maybe. But I would prefer if you had just waited until I dealt with all of the enemies. Personally. It seems kind of silly to me to still send these guys out. The station is still intact. It's not like it's about to explode or anything, so I think you have the time to delay. At least until I've dealt with all of the ships. Apparently the Belfast is out here. Never told me it actually left game. Another one over here. Slow the ship. Fire torpedo. Let's get the hydrogen gas when we can. Some ore up here somewhere. There it is. Just going to grab it as well. And now we'll go ahead and deal with the heavy escort. Shield, but he's down. Thank you, Odin. We are ready to assist you. Good, because well, I don't know if I'll actually need it, but good nonetheless. Fast forward, another, or not fast forward, speed up. Go, another one down. This guy's at pretty much full health, so let's see. Energy siphon, thank you very much. And torpedo spread on you. Shield polarity. Get our forward shields up faster. Almost down. Base maneuvers. Get more weapons on target. Glad that you're ready to assist me. Opka. However you pronounce it. We got the Fletcher down here. Trying to get the shields down, preferably before the torpedoes hit. And I think one of the torpedoes managed to hit. I think one of them hit the shields. Energy siphon and acetylene beam. Just because we can. So let's do some shield spreading real quick. And I've got tons of turrets, let's use them. Even if they're not actually good, we use them. Ship around, and we've got all these fighters here, but they don't seem to be doing much. They're just kind of here for show, it seems like. There we go. This has a lot more weapons on target. And down for the count. Sadly, the Fletcher did not survive. It just, like, barely managed to get destroyed. So whoever was on the Fletcher is sadly permanently down for the count. But we got the Pinda. Well, maybe. That hurt. Let's go ahead and launch our little escort. Reverse show polarity. I think that is shields up just before they hit. Got some basic Polaron beam array off of them. Did we lose the other? No. Well, actually, yes. It looks like we lost the Finda.
Captain Carland, good to know that you and the delegates are safe. Jem'Hadar have stormed the station and we're losing critical areas. The Defiant has launched and I've evacuated everyone possible, but a few of us stayed to...
Andrews? Andrews! Someone, answer me! What's going on?
Captain, my name is Loris, and I represent the Dominion. This station, and all remaining souls on it, are now under our control.
What's with a slow motion run? Captain, there's nothing more we can do but see our guests to safety. I have been in contact with Starfleet and they would like us to report to Bajor. Planning for a counteroffensive is underway, but for today the station belongs to the Jem'Hadar. It is our duty to ensure that Bajor does not fall as well. Okay, we'll warp to Bajor. And this mission has been, I think, fairly long, so I might need to split it. Maybe it just seems long because of all the dang crashing that I had. Okay, we will regroup and recover and retake what is ours. The fleet is retreating to Bajor space to protect the planet in case the Jem'Hadar decide to push their advantage. Captain Curlin is in contact with Starfleet Command and we will be routing all available ships to this region. We defeated them once, we can do it again. I don't know, should I go with the pistol or the rifle? I think well, I don't know. Technically, I can redo this mission again if I ever so feel like it, but I really don't feel like it with all the crashing I had before. Let's go with the pistol. Nah, we'll go with the rifle. Screw it. We need to counterattack and retake DS9!
Of course we do. However, that is not a simple matter. Starfleet is routing all available ships here, and the Federation Council is contacting the Klingon Chancellor as well. We are also sending messages to the Gamma Quadrant in an attempt to open a dialogue with the Dominion. But we are fighting a war on multiple fronts. We have to consider the Borg, the Undine, and the Romulans, as well as the Klingons. It will take time to marshal our resources and plan a counterattack.
Okay.
You and your ship will be part of that plan. Until we are prepared, though, we need to do whatever we can to contain the Jem'Hadar fleet at DS9 and protect Bajor. Losing DS9 is bad enough. Losing a Federation world would be unthinkable.
Okay. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. As always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, goodbye and farewell. Like I said, though, this mission seemed kind of long, so I might end up splitting it into multiple parts if it is actually quite long. But, nonetheless, as I said, I will see you guys next time, but until then, live long and prosper, since this is Star Trek.